Beautiful souls, this is the Libra tarot reading for February 2023. We are gonna take a look at what's going on in your general energy, what is going on with your career and work situation at the moment, and what is coming towards you concerning love and relationships. And we're gonna close it all off with messages from Spirit to see where you might be missing something or to get you some general advice here. And of course my cat is here too. Hi Mooney. All right, Libra, what is your general energy in the month of February and beyond? I would advise you to watch your sun, moon, or rising signs, or what I personally do, what works for me is I watch my Western ascendant and my Vedic ascendant, and it usually fits very, very well. So, of course, do whatever feels right for you, but yeah, if you might want a new suggestion, you can try this out. Alright, so the general energy for you is Thanatos, and somebody just had that. I think it was, who was that? I think it was Virgo. This is kind of your unconscious here, this kind of web of your thinking, some sort of entanglement with the subconscious. We are gonna take a closer look, of course, at what this represents. But I just feel like there's a lot going on in your subconscious mind at the moment. We will see how this works out for you, how this fits in. Thanatos, it's like the underworld, something that is in the subconscious, something that is hidden, which doesn't want to be seen, or which might be coming up this month for you. And we've got the mirror. Again, with the moon energy, I feel like it has to do with a lot of hidden emotions that might be coming up for you this month, Libra. But there is something else that's going on out in the world that is represented in one of your friends or work colleagues or in your partner even, that is mirroring some aspect of yourself. So I feel like some of you could get triggered this month by somebody, and you can ask yourself, what does that have to do with me? Why is this making me so angry, so mad, so sad? Whatever emotion is coming up with this situation or person that you are mirroring here, or that is mirroring you. I feel like there is some deeper meaning to that, but we're gonna see what messages want to come out for you guys, what the tarot is saying towards that. One more message? No. Okay. Oh, we've got the never-ending story. It feels like there is something on repeat here. So if you are constantly having trouble with the same sort of people, if you are constantly in a situation where you ask yourself, what does that have to do with me? There is some deeper underlying meaning to that, okay? Just be aware of what's going on in the next few weeks with that, in that respect. What kind of things are being repeated here? There is something for you to take a deeper look towards. Mooney, come here. All right, let's see. Let's go for your work and career first and foremost. Usually these things come out again in the career reading or in the relationship reading. If not, we're going to clarify it at the end. But let's just see what work and work and career is holding for you this month. There's a lot of cards. Okay, we've got the all tied up. Some of you are feeling really restricted in terms of money, in terms of your career right now. It feels like there is not much freedom. You might not be very creative in what you do, or have the feeling you can't express all your gifts and talents accordingly. It just feels like you are tied up in work. Some of you are just going to work to make ends meet is what I'm getting, but I feel like there's something else waiting for you out there, or there's something else you would love to do. It definitely has to do with freedom here, freedom being restricted. We also have the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, which comes towards you here through your Ajna chakra, which is right here, your 3rd eye chakra, which represents your intuition, your deep knowing. It's in the reverse. So there is something that you might not be seeing here. Usually the all tied up card is you restricting yourself. This is like the 8 of Swords energy somehow. So you can ask yourself, where could you open your mind a little bit? Where could you think differently a little bit? We are going to clarify, of course. We have the walking away card in the reverse. There is something that you're wishing for, something else waiting for you, but it feels like you're not daring to open the gate and walk through it. So I feel like this is opportunities for you that you might not be seeing, might not be taking. Yeah. Okay. Also, we have a broken heart and a man holding a coin in the reverse. So there's definitely something that saddens you, that grieves you here in terms of your career, your work, or your money situation, right? So things are not perfect at the moment for some of you if things are perfect, I'm very happy for you, don't take this then, you know, it's just for those people who resonate with it, because it can't be the same for each and everyone out there. But if you resonate with that, you might feel like things are not as you want them to be. You are quite sad. But let's see how this goes on. All right, Libra, what is the main energy here for you? At work, in your career, concerning your studies, if you are a student, of course, also applies. Devil card feels like you are restricted somehow. There is some sense of negativity here. I don't know if this is you or this is the work environment or environment that you're dealing with here concerning studies or work or finances. There is some sort of clinging on to that you are not able to free yourself from. So maybe you are in a situation where you have a job that doesn't satisfy you, but you can walk away because of the financial situation that you're in at the moment, and that we are all in worldwide, because we all, of course, have a little bit of, inflation and stuff like that going on. So I think it's not easy for most people at the moment, but there is something more to it. There's something behind that, is what I'm getting with this energy, okay? So let's see, we have the world. So, the world represents success, the end of a cycle, completion. I feel for those of you who are still studying or doing courses or are at school or whatever, I feel like this is going to be a very successful end to your studies, to whatever you've been working towards. You're going to achieve success and freedom with it, is what I'm getting. You'll be able to free yourself from the burdens, from what's kind of holding you trapped here. With the Sun of Wands in the reverse, you could be giving too much of your energy away here. You could feel depleted in a sense, or you are dealing with a work environment that doesn't feel good for you. So it could be your colleagues. It could be a lot of work pressure that is kind of pulling your energy. But sometimes it's just the way that you feel that's kind of drawing the energy out of you, making you feel like you don't belong there, or making you feel like you are in a situation, doing a job that you don't like or don't like anymore. There's something that's going on here that's definitely about to be completed though. Let's see how this goes on. Libra, what's going on with Libra here in work and finances? Okay, that's good. Look at that. You are definitely walking away here. You are picking up the pieces, is what I'm hearing, and moving away from that. So if you are in a position that you don't like, it could be that you are taking your things and just moving physically to another job, or that you're kind of really doing something different for your income, right? That makes you, gives you a bit more freedom to do what you feel called towards. There's definitely something that's coming along here that gives you a sort of opportunity of harmony and peace, because like Lover's energy is, it can have to do with another person because it's two people, or soulmate energy also, but it sometimes talks about an important decision, especially when a major arcana card like this comes out. It's an important milestone in your life. So some of you could take the initiative here and make a decision to walk away from something. And if you are not in the place, because I'm sure not everybody is, to make a job switch here, I feel like it's your inner mind, it's your inner kind of, your inner stance. I'm looking for a word, but you know what I mean. The inner feeling that you have, you're changing that, you're completely getting back into harmony, you're kind of freeing up yourself here. I love that energy here. Let's get one more card for you as advice for your career and money situation. Yeah, there is a change. You should definitely stick up to what you're good at, or stick up for yourself, is what I'm getting. Follow your creative ideas, because the Wands is all about taking action and being successful. You should believe in yourself. The universe wants you to transform into this beautiful butterfly and free yourself from anything that's cluttered in your mind, from anything that's cluttered in your work life, in your workplace situation. You are able to take the reins and become successful, is what they're telling me. So it feels like you can lift up from that. Maybe you don't believe in yourself enough, but you can definitely do that. You can transform the situation by changing your mind, and the universe wants you to kind of get out of your comfort zone and think outside of the box and move here through this space that you're seeing right there. There's so much color, there's so much diversity here, and you are kind of maybe used to this black and white and structured lines, but you are kind of moving out of this. And the Three of Wands usually talks about opportunities, about moving ahead, being adventurous, having courage, right? And just taking a step towards a more creative approach. I just feel like creativity is the key word here for you. The universe wants you to use your creativity that you surely have, because you are ruled by Venus, which is a very, very creative planet. It's full of beauty and aesthetics, and there's so much muse in there, because all the artists are ruled by Venus usually. So there is something that you're really gifted with, and the universe wants you to go for it and believe in yourself if you want to do that. All right, so let's move on and see what is the love sector holding for you in February. What's going on in your love life, Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs, and Venus signs, of course, if you're watching for love in particular. Libra. Okay, we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. In Aquarius, it's all about humanitarian approaches. It's about seeing things in a broader perspective, pertaining to the collective, to the greater good. So there might be a situation, not only a love situation, but also a friendship or a networking situation, kind of your social circle and friends and stuff like that, or even a family situation, of course. There is a situation which requires you to be more diplomatic, which you usually are very much. I mean, librarians, Libras are very, very diplomatic usually, but there is a situation that requires you to put your emotions and your triggers aside, is what I'm getting, and yeah, be more diplomatic and see things in a greater light, in a greater perspective, and be more emphatic in that sense. And it also says your commitment is being tested. So in a relationship, of course, you know what that means. It also has to do with Saturn and its shift, because if you look at Vedic astrology, which I have been studying for the past 2 years intensely, there is a shift that has just been gone on. Saturn moved places and it moved into Aquarius. So if you are a Libra ascendant in Vedic astrology, and only in Vedic astrology, Saturn is going to be in your 5th house for the next 2 years, 2.5 years. All right. This also talks about being creative. This also has to do with dealing with your children. There will be a lot of responsibility towards how you deal with children. Doesn't have to be your own children. Can be that you are a teacher of sorts, or how you deal with children in particular, but also your creativity, your own emotions. You know, that is going to play an important role for some of you. Saturn brings a lot of tests, a lot of commitment and responsibility, and if you put in the hard work, if you kind of do the work and learn something here, it brings a lot of rewards. So Saturn brings a lot of stability, and it's kind of a slow and steady progress upwards if you do the work, if you are courageous, if you put in your commitment. So that is happening in your 5th house, Libra. But again, be careful that you just take this if you are a Vedic Libra ascendant. Doesn't have to do with Western tropical astrology. That's something totally different, okay? All right. Again, let's get back to all Libras here, regardless of which system you're using. General Libra energy. And we have 6 of Cups coming up. And this is now where we get into the cards that came out as overall energy. We've got the 6 of Cups reversed. There's something going on that may be lying unconscious here. This has to do with emotions from the past. This might have been emotions that you have pushed aside. This could be somebody from the past coming up, of course, but I assure you it's not going to happen for each and every one out there. Yeah, we have the 3 of Pentacles reversed, talking about commitment. You will have to put some commitment into dealing with your emotions, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so there will be something that triggers you. Could be a person, could be a situation, and it will have an effect on you. Either you get angry or you get sad, but it will make you feel an intense reaction. And it's really time for you to look at it from a different outsider's perspective, because otherwise it's a never-ending story. It's kind of something is being mirrored to you here. That's kind of really, that you have pushed away. What is this? What are you dealing with, Libra, to be exact here? Yeah, it's some old sadness that you still haven't let go of, whatever this is. Of course, we are doing a relationship spread here, so this can have to do with things that pertain to past love relationships, that you have been hurt, that you have been betrayed, that you have been rejected, stuff like that, that you're kind of still dragging along, consciously or unconsciously for some of you, okay? So there's something to look at. Again, we've got the Cups, which talks about emotions, and Four of Wands, this talks about celebration, happiness, a close, committed relationship. I just feel like if you look at what's making you sad, what's making you angry, especially when it comes to love and partnerships, but also in any sort of friendship, actually. But as we are doing the love spread, particularly take a closer look at your relationship if you have one. What's making you sad, what's making you angry? You've got a huge opportunity here for most of you Libras to let go of that, and then you're gonna be really, really happy. I feel like you will be freeing yourself up from something that has been holding you down, in the sense of being really happy in a relationship, okay? So there's a huge possible shift for you if you take the opportunity to look at what's going on, what's behind your trigger points, what's behind your emotions. Tower in the reverse is something that's unfolding within yourself, that's kind of really upsetting you inside. This is not something happening in the outside world. It's not like a big breakup or something like that, but I feel like something is coming for some of you guys, which you might already be feeling if you are very intuitive, but it's something that's stirring within you, that's kind of really coming up. And I bet that a lot of you will feel like this is something that has come back over and over again, like a cycle, like this never-ending story, and it's coming up from your subconscious to be looked at. Don't see it as a negative thing. We tend to push things down because, of course, these things are uncomfortable. If it makes us feel negative, sad, or angry, or whatever, we don't want this in our life, of course. But this is a part of you that shows itself. So it's really time to take a look at it and heal it, because we have a card out here that says bring love to a situation, right? So I would really take this opportunity to look at it if you're up for it. And I just feel like you need to be more committed to this, to your emotions too, because the Knight of Pentacles talks about slow moving forward here, slowly moving forward, slow progress. This is you needing to put more effort into how you feel, into all these kind of past hurts, wherever they come from. That's going to be really beneficial for some of you here, all right? So these are the general messages that I'm getting for you. I know this is maybe not what you expected. I can't tell you that somebody new is coming into your life who sweeps you off your feet, but that's not how I do my readings. Of course, if I see it, I'm going to tell you, but I usually deal with shadow aspects. I usually deal with the soul level. So yeah, I feel like you can really benefit from this if you feel like this is resonating with you here, even if it might not be comfortable. You're gonna get one last card here from, I think it's called the Good Oracle. The Good Tarot, sorry. The Good Tarot by, I think, Colin Baron Reid, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. We're gonna get one message from your spirit guides. What is important for you in the month of February? Libras. Okay, two cards then. We've got the King of Earth, which wants you to be really grounded, which wants you to be really strong, have courage, and move forward on your dreams. You know, believe in yourself. That's really important, especially when it comes to your work and career situation, your finances. You got it, Libra. You just need to trust your talents, is what I'm getting again, and turn on your creative side and really feel good about it. Try to get rooted, get grounded, connect with nature, connect with your root chakra. You've got this. You are totally in charge of the situation if you connect to this energy. The Moon coming out in the reverse. So usually these cards are not read in the reverse because Colette Baron Reid. I'm gonna look it up. I don't want to say anything wrong here. Colette Baron Reid, that's her name. She wants the cards to be read only in the upright position. But whenever the Moon comes out, it has to do with hidden emotions. It has to do with something that might come up, something that makes you sad, that makes you feel overwhelmed in a sense. And there's definitely something that's hidden with the moon. So something might be showing up. And you can choose whether you want to change the situation for good, because this is a never-ending cycle otherwise, because these things are going to come up over and over again, or if you want to push it down again. You know, there's no good or bad in a situation, or there's no right or wrong. We all have our things to deal with, and we all decide if we want to look at it now or not, you know. Nobody's judging you here, but I'm sure that some of you will feel this in the month of February and maybe even into March a little bit, that you need to take a closer look at what's going on with you inside of yourself, with your emotions, with the way that you feel. Okay, guys, that was it for me. I hope you have a lovely February nonetheless. And I hope you take the opportunity to heal, because so much good things are waiting for you once you release your blocked energies. Have a good time. Bye-bye.